Okay, so in this video specifically, we will be talking about system file enumeration. What I mean by that is we'll be looking for the file that is present on the compromised machine. So to give you a quick overview, what we will be doing is we will be looking for file that we can read, write and execute that normally we should not be able to, and this is what we call misconfiguration. And you can see that here misconfiguration lead to privilege escalation. So we will be looking for directories that we can write and that we actually should not be able to, and then we will also look for binaries that run as root. Okay, and also some configuration file that might contain passwords and SSH private keys, some of these other things. So let's just get started. So first of all, we will be looking for the directory that we can actually write. So first of all, I need to open the terminal, and what we will do is to use the find command. If you don't know, this is we use this command to like find out the file on the system. So we're gonna type the find and then type the slash. That just mean we will be looking for file in the root directory specifically. And then what I'm gonna do is type hyphen and type writable, yep, and then hyphen td and this two greater than sign slash dev slash none. So this thing specifically will kind of remove the error and just clean out the give us a clean output for us. So now if I press enter, it will try to find out all of the file that is present in the root and that we can write to. Okay, let me press enter and see. So you can see we are getting a bunch of what we will be specifically looking for is this command will walk the entire file system for every directory it find. It check if your current user can write to it or no, and this thing, as I said, just had the permission error from the directory and just kind of clean the output for us. So we will be ignoring these directory because these are our own directory and we already know that we can actually write to these. What we will be looking for is that kind of like this directory. If a root cron job or a scheduled task run a script at this specific directory, this is the actual script, and if we are able to write to this directory, we can simply just remove this and put our own malicious script. So next time when the cron job will start, it will execute our malicious script. Okay, so you can see right here these directory, these are kind of like red flags and we will be focusing on these. Okay, and right here it just these normally are not writable by a normal user. Typing a command like this will give us like a very huge output. As you saw, I just ran into terminal. So I came here and I got a kind of a short script. This is like that. What it gonna do is it will go through every single file in the root directory, and then it will find out if there is any directory that we can write to. It will just print path hijack next to it. So I just copied this like that and went here and created a file with nano file sh. This is the file name and this is we used to create file, and I made this file and then pasted this specific script over here, and then I just saved this. So now what I wanted to do is I will just run this shell script and it will just go through every single file in the root and it will try to find out those files that normally we should not be able to write to. So once it find that out, I will just kind of just type like this file .sh, and then I just wanna save the output to this specific file result.txt. When we get this result, we will then use grep command to just only get these path. Okay, so I'm just gonna press enter now and we will wait. Okay, you can see the result we just got. I just type the cat result.txt and then grab the hijack, basically this one. Okay, and since we actually did not get anything because there might not be any misconfiguration, so that's why we get nothing. If you try it on your device, you might get some path hijacking. And since we are talking about path hijacking, I will cover this in very detail in the coming videos, so that's why I'm not going in very detail about this one. Okay, now what we will do is we will actually find out for the SUID file. SUID files simply are those files that when you run it just get the instead of running it with the current login user, it just run with the root user. So we will be looking for those file, and like for example, if a text editor is has the SUID bit, we can just use the text editor, and through that we can edit any root file since it already run as root. So for that, I'm just gonna paste this command. This will try to find out those SUID file. So the file we should be looking for when we type this command is these are like normal file. Okay, these PASSWOD sudo and su mount. For the exploit, we will be looking for something like find command or the vim. This is the text editor, and then also python 3. If this run as root, we can just write some script and we will use this python 3. This will execute our script as root, and then what we will do is, let me first of all clear this, and then I will use the grep ri, this hyphen ri. The r just means recursive. It will go through every single directory, and let's say there are folders inside a folder. It will go through all of those folder and files. And the I just mean these it just make it like case sensitive. So if a file is like in upper letter or lower letter, it won't cause any error. And then we are looking for the word password in any of those directory or files. In which place in this etc directory, and we should type this as well to just overcome or to get a clean result. So again, our main focus should be finding out file that might has API key or like database password or like these targets. Okay, configuration files. Let's go through this result that we got. It might contain something, I don't know, but let's take a look. So right here we can see a kind of password. I don't know if this will be this will work for that or no. And if we scroll a bit above, I think I saw one more password. I guess this is, yep, this is the one, I guess, maybe. So this is how we like try to find out passwords. We just use the grep and the password in quotes, and then search it through the etc directory and did recursive search. And not only will be looking for password, we will also be replacing the password term in the quotes with like SSH keys or API keys, and I don't know what not. I mean, let's try to find out the SSH private keys by just let me go here. So this will now try to find out for this specific thing. These are like SSH private keys. When we find this, we can easily connect with the SSH of the target without needing actual password. Okay, we did not get anything, means there is no private key stored on this machine. So simply we can also search for file that is owned by the root, and we can actually write. So for example, if you can write as normal user to this, you can easily get the root, because this has the SUID bit on, and we can just put our malicious code or whatever we want. And if I go a little above, you can see the backup file. We can also try to find out, not only when we are trying to backup a file, we just type this .back. So we will be also looking for this might contain some password or like some any credential, some kind of. Okay, I think we are done with this video. The whole point of this was to find out the directory that we normally should not be able to write to, and then once we find that, we can just put our malicious files. And then we also try to find out the SSH private keys and root on files. So that's like that. Hope you like this video. If you have any question, let me know in the comments. I will make sure to answer you. See you soon.